Guys, today we're taking a look at a game on the Nintendo Switch called Mutant Football League Dynasty Edition on the Nintendo Switch. Now, the reason this game has me so excited is not only is it an arcade sports game that I like, but it's the first football game on the Nintendo Switch that we can get our hands on. So, is it worth it? Let's go ahead and find out.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a recce is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
Alright guys, so here we are with Mutant Football League Dynasty Edition on the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and show you guys this game here real quick. You can see we're at the main menu, of course, of the game. We got the Play Now option, we got the Dynasty mode, which is basically the franchise mode. You go ahead and play multiple seasons and build up your team of rookies to go and make them the best dynasty that there ever was. Then there is, you can obviously play an online game with other players. And then if you go to the game mode, you got the training camp and practice and regular playoffs in a regular season. Got some achievements and stuff like that. And the options. So let's go ahead and just jump into a Play Now session to give you guys an idea of what the game is like.
We're live at Threat Stadium here
Alright,
in
so here we go.
New York, the home of the Tyrants, who would like to remind you that the game will begin after the mandatory half-an-hour clapping is over. The first one to stop clapping will be
So there's the
killed.
field hazards and stuff that we're worried about.
This is gonna be a
Yeah,
bloody
every
game.
field
The
that's in the
teams
game
are
has
loading
its
their
own
weapons and
different
sharpening their spikes.
things to worry about.
The new win the brains, receive. They want the ball first.
We'll go ahead and receive the ball.
Welcome to MFL Game Day. Grim Blitzrow here. Let's listen in on the sidelines and hear what the team's captains have to say.
So the captains on every team is obviously always usually modeled after somebody in real life. So, they'll have obviously different names because they can't use their real names, but the Giants will have a Ho-Hell Beckham, Ho-Hell Heckham Jr. I think is what they do in this game for him. Yeah, I tried using them both.
With that big rack of ribs and almost no waist at all.
So here's the big thing of this game. Alright, so let's show you a regular play. So let's say I was choosing this play here. You can see Ho-Hell Beckham Jr. is over there. So let's go ahead and see if we can get him the ball.
Ooh, hope he's got a good chiropractor.
So you can see everybody has a bar there, and you take, depending on how much damage you take, eventually those players are going to be out for the rest of the game. So you can be mindful of that. You can go into your bench here and like swap people out when you need to. It's not that you're going to lose the game unless if the whole team gets killed, which is a little hard to do. They don't obviously want that happening all the time. But let's go ahead and show you one of the dirty tricks. So this can be used once every half, these different ones. So this is a speed one. So you can see I just sped through all of them. And scored a touchdown. Because the other team wasn't ready for that.
Listen to his fans howl. They love him. He came up as a teenage werewolf in the Mutant Farm League.
Sasquatch Barker. So you can see all the different refs. They're always making jokes in this game and stuff like that.
Now there are some who would argue that we should
Some of
just
the jokes are
skip
really
this
funny
step
when you see them read them. So I just missed that field goal.
and there's a terrific block by the defense. The kicker didn't
Oh,
know
that was
it.
terrible.
And that was a bone crusher
They
right
was
there,
knocking
folks.
down, thank God. It's hard to get someone down in a one-on-one. They usually break out of those. Alright, so now on the defensive side of
Let's see if
things.
the defense can hold them. That's a
Really
lousy
terrible. I don't know
kickoff.
what I'll
Are they
do.
paying that guy or is he somebody's cousin?
Let's see if we can play some defense here. So one of the other 30 things you can do is try a zap attack because they're probably going to run it. So let's see if we can pull off a fumble.
They've called a zap attack. The ball carrier better move his man. He just laid the wood
There
on
it is.
him on that one and
Got the
knocked
fumble.
the ball out.
So basically what that was a zap attack. So since I knew he was going to run the play and he wasn't going to pass, I know I had an opportunity to zap him. So it zaps the player that has the ball.
Game-breaking run for the score.
So those are all. Oh wow, there's mad people. Those are damn good. There's always people dying and coming in and out of the game. Obviously, they'll just put in the people on the bench for you if someone dies, but.
Well, this should be an easy chip shot extra point, but you never know with kickers.
Wow, did he really just do that?
Open field in front of him.
Oh, God. I keep messing that up. I don't know what's up with my kicks today. Let's see if we can get a good kickoff here at least.
The home team is feeling confident as they get the kickoff into the
There we go.
air.
That's not bad.
Scoring makes anyone confident.
It certainly does, Bricks. It certainly
Oh,
does.
he just
High
fumbled that
five.
too. Alright, I'm not gonna do a dirty trick. We're gonna try and play some regular here, so let's do it. Let's do try a blitz here
And it's
real
first
quick.
and 10. He was starting to go somewhere, but he gets stumped after 3.
They usually stop me after 3, too. You know, the all-you-can-eat buffets? They're not as literal as you think.
Second down and 7.
He's wide open.
First down. He was not going to drop that one. They need to make him a target more often.
Went for the blitz, that didn't work out.
And it's first and 10. And he picks up maybe 4 on that play.
Let's do a strawberry fields thing where it's a defensive play and it turns everything into slow motion, so you have a better idea of when they're going to do
That's
things.
the end of quarter 1.
Oh.
Well, the good news
on.
is there's still time to make it a game.
And there's still time to get a
Like I said, you can use these each
Second
half,
down
so
and 6.
you get these back once. So this fields thing, see everything is slow, so now I know exactly where I'm going.
Stay in drugs, eat
And you
school,
can kind
don't
of
do
just tackle it.
vegetables. Junior's having a flashback, Grim. What do we do?
Down him talk, so he out it comes up.
It would have been better if it was a throwing play, or it could have been slow motion and you could have ran exactly to where the ball was being thrown. And then kind of go over there and just, you know, obviously intercept the ball or something. So there's better ways of showing that play off or showing that move off that you can choose from your dirty tricks. But I'm obviously trying to give you guys a variety of things to look at.
The ground game should be their bread and butter. A gain of 8 right there.
Hey, anyone seen that Korean kid yet with my barbecue? Last time I ordered Korean, I got...
And the 2-minute warning sounds. Time to get a beer.
Hey,
So I'm just showing you all the dirty tricks that there is, so you guys get an idea of what some of these teams have as dirty tricks. All the teams have their own different dirty tricks, so use that up. Let's go ahead and bribe the ref. Basically, bribing the ref means that you know exactly what their play is going to do. Oh, it's 4th and 1. I didn't
With
even
how hard
realize.
he's going to have to kick it, they'd probably die, Bricks.
Pass me the binoculars. I thought he was gonna make
Oh,
it.
he missed.
Yeah, so did his coach. Someone get that shotgun away from
I
him.
didn't realize it was 4th and 1. But either way, let's go back into our dirty tricks here. Can I use all of them? Oh, we got the shotgun here as well. Shotgun basically lets you run the ball, and then you have a shotgun to kill everyone.
Man, what a hit that was.
Messed that one up. Basically, what that play was is that you take a shotgun and you start going crazy and just start shooting everybody across the field. That way you can just terrorize and kill everyone. So that's a good play as well. He's open.
Catch the ball, get the first down, and don't die. See, it's really a simple game when it comes down to it.
That's basically all the dirty tricks that the new Yuck Giants have. Yeah, that's basically all we got here.
It's first and 10.
Wow, he took like 1,000 volts a shot
boy.
there. They did that to my Aunt Lizzie because she thought she was the reincarnation of Lizzie Borden the
Man,
X-Murderer.
they didn't even grab me while I was on the floor. That's
Well,
even better.
after she killed 4 of the doctors and
I got real lucky with that
they never
play.
bothered her again. So yeah, I guess it worked for her.
So my running back is there. Let's see if we can go for the sake of the fact that we're only going to be playing the first half to show you guys what this game was like. Let's go and see if we can get a touchdown. Oh, how Beckham Jr.
Oh, sure, now he catches it. I had this
man.
guy
Oh,
on
we
my
got 3
fantasy
seconds
team
left.
last week. I lost so much money on him, not to mention my kneecaps. My loan shark is very
Hold on.
anal.
And that's the end of the second quarter. Someone will need to pull together.
So what's really
some
cool about this
money
game too is it has a little mini game in the
2 minutes
middle
for
of
the
this.
halftime show, brought to you by
So
our friends at
we're about to find this out now.
Industries. We make genetically altered frankenfood you'll have fun trying to identify. Lock and load, baby. The MFL halftime. Now these guys eat brains, even damaged ones
You can
like
come in
yours.
here and start
So
shooting.
run.
Pick up your ammo. The more people you kill, the better it is and how many points you get.
Oh man, that's it for his
No,
day.
I didn't last
Cover
very
your
long.
eyes,
So I killed like
kids.
4 people. So you got to
I
score,
should've bet on
and that
the refs.
translates into some boost when you start the game. So that happens even when you play online with someone else. So that's
The
always an
teams line
interesting
up for the
battle.
kickoff to
Just
start
so you can get the
second
highest
half.
point in the middle.
These guys will have to play a lot harder to make it a game. Well, either that or kill and
So that is
shoot more.
basically the gist of the game here. Finally, I can get
Yeah,
another
that
good
was
kick
not a
off.
kick you put on the resume.
That's the kind of kick that starts world wars.
And this game, like I said, it gets crazy. Like when you're playing 1v1 versus your friend or 2v2, the mayhem going back and forth, using the dirty tricks. Knowing when to use them is a key thing. Obviously, I just use them to show you guys. And I'm also playing against the computer, so, you know, it's a little easier. But, you can really get into those and you, oh, that was a good play.
We're talking street ball. Oh, he just got crushed.
But there's some crazy things. You know, the jukes are really cool in here. The weapons you can use, and there's dirty tricks for different teams in the game too. So they're not all the same. There's a variety of different tricks here to use. But these are just a couple of the ones that they're interested
Oh, and the quarterback threads the needle for a first down.
You can see here that we got this back again. Let's go ahead and go for the last zap attack here so we can pull this out.
It's a zap attack. It's like when you shuffle your suck.
And then he jars the ball loose, and it's a fumble. That's what happens when you hurdle and take a hard hit. And the defense was
I
all
think
over that
fumbled the
fumble.
ball like 9 times. That was hilarious. So you can see all the crazy nonsense that happens in this game. Like if you were to fall out of here,
Touchdown.
if you were to fall into that blood, your guy immediately just dies. Like if you just like fall over the side. So there's a lot of like different things here. And this ball got fumbled like 6 times here. Because he picked up the first 2 fumbles, but then he got zapped again because he was running the ball, obviously. And I still had the zap attack going. Let's see if we can get a 2-pointer here to end this off.
For Pussy's bricks. They're going for 2.
Yeah, they got big balls, Glenn.
Yeah, 2-point plays are high risk, high reward.
Yep.
And it just didn't pay off.
And now they're both screwed.
But that gives you guys an idea of how the game
Teams
plays
are
like in
lined
this
up for
game.
the kickoff.
And like I said, it's cool that it has
Sets up for the
online.
return.
It
Let's
works
see if
really
he can
well.
break one wide open.
And there's a lot of arcade action here to play against your friends or to play against someone else online, or even just to play against the AI. Sometimes if you're in the mood to play some football on the Switch, because obviously there's no other football game on the Switch currently. So this is the game to get if you're trying to play some football on
And
the
it's
Switch.
1st and 10.
And I think it looks pretty good. You guys are seeing that here for yourselves. Runs well.
And that's how you run it, folks. Picks up 8 there.
All right, so we'll leave that off there, guys. There's no reason to show you guys a whole entire match here. This is just to give you an idea of what the game is like and what what the gameplay is like, so you guys get a good idea of what it's like. Let's go ahead and get to the table and give you guys my review after I play this some more and let you guys know what I've been thinking about this game. Oh, almost ended it off with an interception. But a great user pick right at the end. All right, guys, let's get to the table. All right, guys, so that was Mutant Football League Dynasty Edition on the Nintendo Switch. Now, as you guys just saw in the gameplay, this is such a fun game to play, especially for people who are into arcade action. This is obviously the only game on the Switch when it comes to football, so already, it's already ahead of the pack there. But even with that being said, this is still a really, really good experience on the Switch as far as football goes and arcade action goes. I had a lot of fun playing this game. You can obviously play 4 players, side by side. And I believe it's 2 online, 4-player local multiplayer. So it's a great, game to play with your friends, 2v2. It's crazy mayhem action. The new things that this edition added, the Dynasty Edition that came out on the Switch, there is actually, let's start with a little bit of the smaller stuff. So the 2 playable races, which is the werewolves that are in here, the demons. So they obviously each, come with their own style and their own gameplay, and they each have their own dirty tricks up their sleeves of the different things that they can do with their team. The cool thing that I really like about this game is, of course, the commentary that's in this game is done by the original guy who did NBA Jam, and he does an excellent job in this game, just like it does in the NBA Jam. You know, keeping you in the action and all that kind of stuff. And then the big thing that they added in this game is obviously Dynasty mode, hence where the name is coming from. Basically what it is you take a bunch of rookies and you go through a bunch of seasons and stuff, upgrade them, you know, trade players on the team, make them better, and make them, try to make them become basically the best Dynasty that there was in the game. And that's a lot of fun, a lot of cool things in there if you want to do the single-player experience. But I still think that this game serves its purpose really well in the local multiplayer space or in online mode. The online mode, the 3 matches that I played online ran smoothly with no issues at all. I was able to find people, and I had a lot of fun playing 1v1 with people online. I won twice and lost once. It was fun every single time, the crazy mayhem in the game and the dirty tricks that we were using. Obviously, there's a few new arenas in the game in this mode as well, which had new deadly traps around the game and you know, new visual style as far as the game goes. And the game plays great, you know, either in handheld or on the TV. 2v2 with your friends, of course, on the TV is obviously going to be a lot better. And I had a lot of fun doing that with my friends, and you know, checking that out and playing that as well. And there's not what serves this game is there's not a lot of games out there like this anymore. As far as arcade games go, it's hard to find sports games that are good arcade games that are done really well. And this is obviously one of the games that used to be on the Genesis and Super Nintendo when they had the Mutant League series, and this is basically a rip-off of that. And you know, a reimagining of that series, and they did an excellent job with this game. I love this game, you know, back in the day when it was on the Genesis and stuff. And the only thing I hope now is that this game makes them enough money that maybe they can finally bring back Mutant Hockey League, not only because that game is really good, but obviously that the series also existed back in the day, and I hope to bring that back, because especially on the Switch, there's no hockey games on the Switch. As a hockey fan myself, there's obviously nothing out there for me to play. So, but as far as this game goes, guys, the graphics are outstanding. The sound is really good, especially with the NBA Jam commentary. Like I said, the graphics are really good in it. The gameplay has a lot of different modes in there for you to play with the Dynasty mode, playing online, playing local multiplayer. A lot of variety in the teams, a lot of variety in the dirty tricks that you can use in this mode. And it's just an all-around fantastic package for arcade fans. If you're a fan of arcade games, buy this game. If you're a fan of arcade sports games, definitely take a look at this game. And if you're a fan of football, but you want to play football on the Switch, you might still like this game. Even if you don't usually play arcade games, this game's still a lot of fun. It still has some of the core mechanics, obviously, of how football is played, as you saw in the gameplay. So it's still something to have a lot of fun with on the Switch until maybe you guys get your Madden and stuff. But for me, I love arcade action. And for sports games, I love them most of the time better than the real thing, except for the NHL series. So I really look forward to, you know, the NBA Jams of the world and the football games in arcades like this game. Like I said, there's not a lot of them out there. So I really like this game. I think it's well worth the price. Like I said, it runs excellently on the Switch, and I know this game also exists on the Xbox and PS4 if you wanted it there as well. Obviously, it runs a little bit better and looks better on there. But on the Switch, it's no slouch. Looks great. I don't have any issues with the way it works and the performance or anything like that. So, if you guys have any questions, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.
Tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie, gaming tech. Eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a brekkie is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.